poster child for everything good and honorable, has got some truly heinous, evil villains, but not everyone has the fame of Red Skull or Zemo, so let's get into the slightly wackier, but still diabolical villains of Captain America's past. 10. Gorilla Man. Starting with probably the most popular on the list today, with about 40 appearances and a really weird origin story. Arthur was a surgeon that specialized in gorilla to human transplants. One day, the gorillas that he was using revolted and transplanted Arthur's head onto a gorilla body as, like, revenge or something? I don't know, but Gorilla Man briefly fought Captain America in the Marvel Age Annual, but he's faced off against many Marvel heroes. 9. Allergen Gang. You know those spring allergies that just won't quit? Well, it could actually be these villains. The Allergen Gang has one job, and that is to spread allergens throughout the city to cause specifically breathing problems. The gang is made up of the leader, Allergen Owl, Dust Dragon, Feather Boa, Furball, Mold Patrol, Rugburn, Stogies, and Asthma Monster. These creatures, they were created when Marvel partnered with Glaxo Inc., which is an asthma inhaler company. 8. Black Talon. Black Talon was once a very talented artist, Pascal Horta. Unfortunately, Pascal ended up in an accident and needed a right hand transplant. The donor was a really terrible person that strangled. The donor's hand presumably started to warp Pascal's mind. He could still like control the hand, but I guess like the donor's evil was so great that it led to him painting more grotesque and violent images and eventually move on to committing crimes and leaving paintings of victims' last moments as his calling card. In the end, he was captured and taken to prison. 7. Tiboldt Circus. This is also the circus of crime in more modern comics, but the OG Circus was a Yahtzee front, which is not that surprising. Their job was to travel around and take out high-ranking officials. Every night, to decide who will be that victim, leader Fritz would spin the wheel of death that had all the targets' faces, and whoever it landed on was the unlucky party. Now, this is actually, unfortunately, a pretty smart idea. A traveling caravan of people trained to do the outlandish and dangerous, like sword work and swallowing, tiger and lion control, trapeze. Like, when you really think about it, a circus is a very dangerous place and has some pretty dangerous people. In the end, Cap saved the day and Fritz returned to Germany, where he was eliminated. 6. Black Toad. I love this one because he looks like a Batman knockoff in a bedsheet, but his name is Black Toad. How does that work? Chuck MacArthur managed a star baseball team, and when that team got really big, he wanted to own the team. The owner wasn't actually willing to sell though, and Chuck lost it. He took on the villainous title of Black Toad and started hurling poison darts at people, including his own star players. At the next game, understandably, no one wanted to play, but Captain America was like, I'll join the game and handle this. Black Toad rigged the baseball into a Luckily, Captain America was able to throw it far enough in the sky that no one was hurt. In the end, Black Toad couldn't handle his failure and was his own demise. 5. The Planner. The Planner managed to successfully frame Captain America for a series of on-TV robberies. His goal was to lure out the real Captain America and steal his shield. He believed that the shield had extra powers to it. He refused to believe that it was simply a sheet of metal that was just, like a strong metal, but it's not the shield that holds the power, it's the person that uses it. In the end, Captain America does take down the Planner and presumably arrests him. 4. Butterfly. Dr. Vitrioli was a curator for a museum that organized the very exhibition he intended to rob. He took up the villain identity Butterfly. I don't really know why though, because he looks more like a mosquito to me. I rest my case. Butterfly was actually eliminated mid-air when Cap threw his shield at him, and the artifacts were hopefully returned. 3. Balthar. Balthar is a sorcerer practicing dark magic, and in an effort to gain absolute power, he decided to call upon Satan. In exchange for enhanced abilities, Satan requested that he be brought the greatest champion for good, aka Captain America. Balthar sets out to capture Captain America with his new power of literally evil eyes. If he looks at you too long, you kick the bucket. Balthar is defeated when he catches sight of his own reflection in Captain America's shield. Cap then goes on to literally fight Satan in this comic, and he of course wins because of a goodness in his own eyes. You really do have to love the early Captain America lore. 2. Creeper. Creeper was sent by the Yahtzees to cause as much chaos in the US as possible. So he lied, he stole, and in particular, he stole 3 rubies with major cultural significance in a bid to upset an important treaty signing. Captain America was able to uncover all 3 rubies that were hidden in separate locations around everywhere. The Creeper's location actually is still unknown though. He got away in the end. The good news is the treaty was signed, so we gotta hold on to those victories, and the Creeper hasn't been seen since like 1942, so I think we're probably good there. But number 1, the Fiddler. The Fiddler was a Yahtzee that perfected the art of destruction through the violin. He learned what pitches could cause physical pain, shatter eardrums, and even trigger explosives. He planted explosives in many senators' radios, and the idea was that he would perform on the radio and eventually hit the notes of death, triggering the radios to blow. And it actually worked, so he might just be the most successful evil on this list. In the end, he was defeated by his own gimmick when he tried to eliminate Bucky, who had the foresight to plug his ears with cotton and instead managed to eliminate himself with his own mad music. But what do you think? Who's your favorite Captain America villain? Let us know in the comments section, and of course, thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye, nerds!